Hey Sagittarius, I just did a reading for you about gratitude and prosperity, and honestly, what came through was so beautiful and I had to share this with you right away. I pulled 10 cards and the energy here is really speaking about how your mindset around appreciation is literally about to transform your entire financial reality. So I'm sitting here with the cards spread out in front of me, and the first card that came through is the Eight of Wands. When I saw this, I immediately felt this rapid energy, like things are moving so fast. For you Sagittarius, this card is showing me that when you start practicing genuine gratitude, not just saying thank you but really feeling it deep in your bones, opportunities are going to start flying toward you at a speed that might actually surprise you. I'm seeing messages coming in, unexpected offers, people reaching out to you about collaborations or money-making ventures. The universe responds to gratitude with speed because gratitude is a high vibration emotion, and the Eight of Wands operates at that same frequency. What's interesting here is that a lot of Sagittarius people I know are always looking ahead, always planning the next adventure. But this card is asking you to pause and appreciate what's already in motion right now, because that appreciation is literally going to accelerate everything good that's trying to reach you. The second card I pulled is the Lovers, and this one made me think about choices and alignment. When we talk about gratitude opening the flow of prosperity, the Lovers is reminding you that prosperity isn't just about money. It's about being in alignment with your values and making choices that honor what you're truly grateful for. I see this playing out for you where you might have to choose between two different paths or opportunities, and the one that feels like it aligns with what you genuinely appreciate about your life, that's the one that's going to bring abundance. Sometimes we chase money or success for the wrong reasons, but when you choose based on gratitude, based on what already makes your heart feel full, that's when the universe says, okay, this person gets it, let me send more their way. For Sagittarius specifically, you're being asked to choose authenticity over appearance, to choose what makes you grateful to wake up in the morning rather than what just looks good on paper. Then I pulled the Page of Cups, and oh, this is such a sweet energy. The Page of Cups is about emotional openness and creative inspiration, and in the context of gratitude and prosperity, this is telling me that you're about to receive some kind of news or message that touches your heart in a way that reminds you why you're grateful for this journey. Maybe it's a compliment from someone unexpected, maybe it's a small win that feels really meaningful, or maybe it's just a moment where you look around and think, wow, I really do have so much. The Page of Cups wants you to stay open to these small moments of joy because they're actually breadcrumbs leading you to bigger abundance. I'm also seeing that for some of you Sagittarius, there might be a creative project or a passion that you've been grateful for just as a hobby. And this card is hinting that this thing you love could actually become a source of income if you stay open and receptive to the possibilities. The fourth card is Nine of Swords, and I have to be honest, when I first saw this I was like, okay, what's this doing in a reading about gratitude and prosperity? But then it clicked. The Nine of Swords represents anxiety, worry, those 3 in the morning thoughts where you're catastrophizing about money or your future. This card is showing up to say that your worries and your lack mentality are literally blocking the flow of abundance. Every time you spiral into fear about not having enough or not being enough, you're closing the door that gratitude is trying to open. The universe is asking you to notice when you're in this energy and consciously shift back to gratitude. It doesn't mean bypassing real concerns, but it means not letting worry become your default setting. For Sagittarius, you're naturally optimistic, but I know that sometimes you also have this fear that your luck will run out or that you'll be trapped or limited. This card is a gentle reminder that gratitude is the antidote to that fear, because when you're genuinely grateful, you're acknowledging that abundance already exists in your life, and that energy attracts more of the same. Next I pulled Knight of Pentacles, and this one really grounded the reading for me. The Knight of Pentacles is steady, reliable, hardworking. After all this talk about energy and vibration, this card is saying, okay, but you also have to show up and do the work. Gratitude opens doors, but you still have to walk through them. What I love about this card for you is that it's showing me someone who is grateful for the opportunity to work, grateful for the process, not just the outcome. When you approach your goals and your financial growth with this kind of steady appreciation for each step, you build something really solid. I'm seeing that in the coming weeks and months, there might be moments where progress feels slow and you might get impatient because let's be real. Sagittarius energy wants things to move fast and be exciting. But the Knight of Pentacles is asking you to trust the pace, to be grateful for the foundation you're building because that's what's going to support the big abundance that's coming. The sixth card is Ten of Swords, and honestly this one surprised me a bit, but also made perfect sense once I sat with it. The Ten of Swords is about endings, sometimes painful ones, hitting rock bottom, that feeling of being completely defeated. In a reading about gratitude and prosperity, this card is actually really powerful because it's saying that you might have gone through or are going through a period where you felt like everything fell apart, especially around money or security. But here's the thing, the Ten of Swords is also about the end of suffering. It's the darkest moment before the dawn. This card is showing up to remind you that even in those moments of feeling completely broken, there were lessons and there were things that you can now be grateful for because they brought you to where you are today. When you can look back at your lowest points and find even one thing to be grateful for from that experience, you transmute that pain into power, and that is what opens the floodgates of prosperity. For some of you, this might mean forgiving yourself for past financial mistakes and being grateful for the wisdom you gained instead of staying stuck in shame or regret. Then I pulled Death, and before anyone freaks out, Death in tarot is about transformation and rebirth, not literal death. In the context of gratitude and prosperity, the Death card is telling me that you're going through or about to go through a major transformation in how you relate to abundance. Old beliefs about money, old patterns of scarcity thinking, old habits that kept you stuck, all of that is dying away to make room for something completely new. And gratitude is the catalyst for this transformation. When you practice gratitude, you're literally rewiring your brain to see abundance instead of lack, and as that internal shift happens, your external reality has to change to match it. For Sagittarius, you're already pretty good at reinventing yourself and embracing change. But this Death card is asking you to consciously let go of any old stories you've been telling yourself about why you can't have prosperity or why abundance isn't meant for you. Those stories are dying, and the new version of you that's emerging is someone who knows they're worthy of all the good things coming their way. The eighth card is Six of Cups, and this brought such a nostalgic, warm feeling. The Six of Cups is about childhood memories, innocence, past connections, and simple joys. In this reading, it's reminding you to be grateful for your roots, for where you came from, for the simple pleasures that don't cost anything but mean everything. Sometimes when we're focused on manifesting prosperity, we forget that we're already rich in so many ways. The Six of Cups is asking you to reconnect with that childlike wonder and appreciation for little things, because that's actually a really high vibration state that attracts more abundance. I'm also seeing that for some of you, there might be someone from your past who comes back into your life, or an old idea or project that you abandoned that deserves another look. This reconnection is going to be wrapped in gratitude, and it's going to open up a new stream of prosperity that you weren't expecting. Stay open to the past showing up with gifts for your future. The ninth card is Page of Wands, and this energy is so fitting for Sagittarius because it's adventurous, enthusiastic, and ready to explore new territories. The Page of Wands in a prosperity reading is telling me that your gratitude practice is going to lead you to discover new passions or new ways of creating income that genuinely excite you. This isn't about grinding away at something you hate just to make money. This is about following your curiosity and your enthusiasm, and trusting that when you do what lights you up and you're grateful for the opportunity to do it, money will follow. I see some of you starting a new venture or taking a course or learning a new skill, and the energy of gratitude around this learning process is what's going to make it successful. The Page of Wands is also a messenger, so you might get news about a creative opportunity, or someone might bring you an idea that sparks something in you. Pay attention to what makes you feel that little flame of excitement, because that's the universe showing you where your next level of abundance is hiding. The final card I pulled is Seven of Pentacles, and this is such a perfect card to end on. The Seven of Pentacles is about patience, assessment, and long-term investment. This card shows someone standing in their garden looking at what they've planted and cultivated, wondering if all this effort is going to pay off. And the answer is why, yes, but you have to keep tending to it with gratitude and patience. The Seven of Pentacles is reminding you that prosperity is a harvest that comes from seeds you planted with intention and watered with appreciation. You can't plant a seed today and expect to harvest tomorrow. But if you stay consistent with your gratitude practice and you keep taking aligned action like the Knight of Pentacles showed us earlier, the harvest will come and it's going to be more abundant than you imagined. For Sagittarius, this card is really important because you can sometimes get distracted by the next shiny thing or lose patience when results don't come immediately. But the Seven of Pentacles is asking you to trust the process, to be grateful for the growth happening beneath the surface that you can't see yet, and to know that your efforts are not in vain. So pulling this all together for you, Sagittarius, the message from these cards is so clear. Gratitude is not just some fluffy positive thinking exercise, it's literally a frequency that aligns you with abundance and prosperity. The Eight of Wands showed us that when you practice real gratitude, opportunities come to you rapidly. The Lovers reminded you to make choices that align with what you truly value and appreciate. The Page of Cups asked you to stay open to emotional inspiration and small moments of joy. The Nine of Swords came through to show you that worry and anxiety block the flow and that gratitude is the antidote. The Knight of Pentacles grounded us by reminding you that gratitude opens doors but consistent effort walks you through them. The Ten of Swords revealed that even your darkest moments contain seeds of wisdom to be grateful for. Death told us that you're transforming your entire relationship with abundance right now. The Six of Cups brought us back to simple joys and past connections that hold future prosperity. The Page of Wands lit a fire of enthusiasm for new adventures and income streams. And the Seven of Pentacles reminded you to be patient and trust that your consistent gratitude practices, creating a harvest that's already on its way to you. I really feel like this reading is calling you to make gratitude a daily non-negotiable practice. Not because you should or because someone told you to, but because it genuinely works to open the flow of prosperity in your life. Start noticing what you're grateful for, the big stuff and the tiny stuff, and watch how quickly your reality starts to shift. The cards are really optimistic about what's coming for you, Sagittarius. And I'm honestly excited for you to experience this flow of abundance that's building. Before I go, I want to ask you, what's one thing you're genuinely grateful for right now in this moment? Sometimes just acknowledging it out loud or in your mind creates an immediate shift in energy. I'd love to know what's coming up for you as you listen to this reading, because your awareness and your gratitude are literally going to be what unlocks everything these cards are promising. Thanks for being here and letting me share these insights with you. I'm sending you so much abundance and I can't wait to hear how gratitude transforms your prosperity journey.